Are you or a loved one over 60? Pause for just a second and hear this. There are foods sitting on your kitchen table right now, foods you might think are harmless or even comforting, that are secretly wreaking havoc on the liver and kidneys every single day. We're not talking about rare delicacies or exotic dishes. These are everyday items you might be eating without a second thought. As we age, the body changes, and what once seemed fine can turn into a hidden danger. Here's a startling fact. Did you know that just one familiar food, something millions of elderly people enjoy every morning, could be speeding up kidney failure without any obvious warning signs? It's not an exaggeration. It's a reality backed by top experts from the United States, who've spent decades studying how diet impacts aging bodies. Imagine this. A simple breakfast habit passed down through generations could be silently chipping away at your health, or that of your parents or grandparents. So, what exactly are these foods? Why are they so risky? And most importantly, how can we turn things around? Stick with me as we uncover the truth, step by step. It could be a game changer for you or someone you love. Let's start with the basics. Aging isn't just about wrinkles or slower steps, it's about what's happening inside. After 60, the body's internal machinery doesn't run like it used to. The liver and kidneys are unsung heroes responsible for detoxifying the body and filtering blood, start to lose their edge. According to a comprehensive study by the National Institutes of Health (NIH), the liver's toxin processing capacity drops by 30 to 40%. In people over 60, compared to their 20s or 30s, that's a huge dip. Meanwhile, the kidneys, which filter about 180 liters of blood daily in a young adult, slow down significantly, letting waste linger longer than it should. Why does this matter? Because the ability to handle salt, sugar, and fat, three pillars of many diets, weakens too. Take salt, for instance. In your younger years, the kidneys could flush out excess sodium like champs. But now, they struggle, and that extra salt hangs around, raising blood pressure and stressing the system. The same goes for sugar. What used to be a quick energy boost now lingers in the bloodstream, taxing the liver. And fats? They don't break down as easily, piling up in places they shouldn't, like the liver itself. Dr. Andrew Weil, a globally respected nutrition expert from the University of Arizona, puts it bluntly. An improper diet in older adults is the leading cause of chronic diseases like high blood pressure, diabetes, fatty liver, and kidney failure. He's not alone in this view. The American Heart Association echoes this, noting that 70% of hypertension cases in seniors link back to dietary choices. When the liver and kidneys are pushed to their limits, handling these tough-to-process substances, the consequences pile up. Toxins build up in the blood, inflammation flares, blood pressure soars, and blood sugar goes haywire. Over time, this wear and tear can lead to irreversible damage. Think of it like an old car. You wouldn't pour thick, sugary syrup into the gas tank and expect it to run smoothly. The same logic applies here. The elderly body needs fuel that supports it, not strains it. That's why picking the right foods and avoiding the wrong ones isn't just a health tip. It's a lifeline to staying active, independent, and well into later years. Curious about which foods are the culprits? Let's dive into the list you need to know. Processed meat sausages, pate. Kicking things off are processed meats. Think sausages, pate, smoked ham, bacon, or deli slices. These are the go-to options for a quick breakfast sandwich or a light snack, especially for older adults who might not have the energy to cook elaborate meals. They're tasty, convenient, and often nostalgic. But here's the catch. They're packed with nitrates and sodium levels that would make any doctor wince. The American Association for the Study of Liver Diseases, AASLD, warns that nitrates, used to preserve these meats and give them that appealing color, can break down into harmful compounds in the body. These compounds force the liver to work overtime, increasing inflammation and oxidative stress. Then there's the salt, sometimes up to 1,000 milligrams in a single serving, according to USDA data. For context, the NIH recommends no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium daily for adults, and even less for seniors with health issues. That excess salt doesn't just vanish. It floods the bloodstream, spikes blood pressure, and makes the kidneys scramble to catch up. Over months or years, this relentless pressure can wear out these organs, raising the risk of liver damage and kidney disease. 2. High-salt foods like pickles and fermented fish sauce. Next up are salty delights like pickled cucumbers, salted eggplant, fish sauce, or shrimp paste. Staples in many Vietnamese households and beyond, these foods add a punch of flavor to rice or soups, making meals more enjoyable. Especially for those with dulled taste buds, a common aging trait. But that bold taste comes at a steep price. A study from Johns Hopkins University revealed that excessive salt intake ups the risk of kidney failure by 25% in people over 60. Salt triggers water retention, which strains the heart and blood vessels, while also damaging the kidney's delicate filtering units called nephrons. Consider this: a single tablespoon of fish sauce can contain over 1,400 milligrams of sodium, more than half the daily limit. Regularly eating these high-salt foods doesn't just flirt with high blood pressure, it courts kidney decline too. The National Kidney Foundation notes that seniors with early kidney issues often don't notice symptoms until it's too late, making prevention through diet critical. 3. Fried foods. Now, let's talk about fried foods. Fried chicken, French fries, donuts, spring rolls, or those crispy street snacks we all crave sometimes. They're crunchy, satisfying, and tempting. But the danger lurks in the cooking process. When oils are heated to frying temperatures often above 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius, they oxidize, forming toxic compounds called AGEs, advanced glycation end products. Dr. David Katz from Yale University explains that these AGEs accumulate in the liver, sparking inflammation and slowly eroding its cells. For an aging liver already running at half speed, this is like throwing sand into an engine. The damage doesn't stop there. The high fat content, often trans fats or saturated fats, clogs arteries and burdens the liver with excess lipids, raising the odds of fatty liver disease. A 2022 study in the Journal of Hepatology found that older adults eating fried foods more than twice a week were 40% more likely to show early liver damage markers. For seniors, moderation isn't enough. Avoidance is the smarter move. 4. Sugary drinks and sweets. Sugary drinks and sweets. Soda, sweetened teas, bubble tea, candies, pastries, or even that sugary morning coffee are next on the list. They're quick pick-me-ups, especially for elderly folks feeling low on energy. But the sugar rush comes with a hidden cost. The American Diabetes Association, ADA, highlights that fructose, common sweetener in these products, gets metabolized almost entirely by the liver. Too much of it, say, a daily soda habit, can lead to fatty liver in as little as 3 months per a study from the University of California. Beyond the liver, sugar spikes blood glucose, forcing the kidneys to filter harder and faster. Over time, this strain can damage the glomeruli, the kidney's filtering units, paving the way for diabetic kidney disease. The CDC reports that 1 in 3 US seniors has prediabetes, often fueled by these sugary indulgences. Cutting them out isn't just about weight, it's about saving vital organs. 5. overused supplements or functional foods. Finally, something unexpected. Supplements or functional foods taken incorrectly. Many seniors pop multivitamins, calcium pills, or herbal extracts, thinking more is better. If a little vitamin C boosts immunity, a lot must be amazing, right? Wrong. The American Society of Nephrology, ASN, warns that overdoing it, especially without medical advice, can overload the kidneys with compounds they can't process fast enough. Too much vitamin C or calcium? Hello, kidney stones. Excess iron or vitamin A? That's a recipe for liver toxicity. Take calcium supplements as an example. The NIH found that doses above 1,000 milligrams daily, easy to hit with fortified foods plus pills, increase kidney stone risk by 20% in older adults. These aren't rare cases, the mistakes made daily by well-meaning people. The lesson? Supplements aren't candy. They need precision, not guesswork. Let's flip the script. Here are foods that nourish the liver and kidneys, keeping them humming along. These aren't fancy or expensive. They're practical, tasty, and perfect for older adults anywhere. Green vegetables, spinach, broccoli. I'll start with green vegetables like spinach, broccoli, kale, or collard greens. These powerhouses are loaded with antioxidants. Think vitamin E and C and chlorophyll, which acts like a broom, sweeping toxins out of the liver. A Harvard Medical School study found that people eating leafy greens daily had 20% lower levels of liver inflammation markers, plus they're low in sodium and sugar, giving kidneys a break. Steam them lightly. Toss with a teaspoon of olive oil or lemon juice, and you've got a dish that's both gentle and flavorful. If chewing is tough for some seniors, blend spinach into a smoothie with a bit of fruit. It's just as effective. Steamed fish, boiled eggs. Swap out heavy meats for steamed fish or boiled eggs. Fish like salmon, mackerel, or cod deliver lean protein and omega-3 fatty acids, which cut liver inflammation by up to 30% per a Nutrients Journal study. They're easy on the kidneys too, no excess sodium or hard to break down fats. Boiled eggs? They're a protein goldmine offering all 9 essential amino acids without taxing the system. Dr. Neil Barnard from the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine calls these the perfect protein duo for aging bodies. Try this. Steam fish with ginger and scallions, a light aromatic dish that's kind to digestion. Drink enough water, skip coffee and soda. Water is the unsung hero here. The kidneys thrive on it, flushing out waste and keeping blood pressure steady. The Institute of Medicine advises 1.5 to 2 liters daily for seniors, about 6 to 8 cups, adjusted for size and activity. Not a water fan? Add a slice of cucumber or lemon for flavor, but steer clear of strong coffee or soda. Their caffeine and sugar dehydrate you, undoing the kidney's good work. A warm glass of water first thing in the morning jump-starts the day right, says the Mayo Clinic. Pro tip, keep a water bottle handy. Small sips throughout the day add up. Low sugar, fruits, grapefruit, apples, blueberries. Finish with low-sugar fruits like grapefruit, apples, and blueberries. Grapefruit's naringenin helps the liver burn fat. A Journal of Medicinal Food Studies showed it reduced fatty liver markers by 15% in older adults. Blueberries pack anthocyanins, antioxidants that shield kidneys from oxidative stress, cutting damage risk by 25%, per the University of Michigan. Apples, with their pectin fiber, stabilize blood sugar and ease organ strain. One a day really does keep the doctor away. Snack idea. Mix blueberries into plain yogurt, a kidney-friendly treat with a protein boost. So, after all this, let's reflect. From those 5 troublemakers, processed meats, salty foods, fried goodies, sugary drinks, or misused supplements? Which ones are still sneaking into your or your loved one's routes? Is it a sausage with breakfast, pickles with lunch, fries as a treat, a soda mid-afternoon, or an extra vitamin, just in case? No judgment here. Habits are hard to break. But knowing what's at stake, why not start shifting today? Even one small swap, like water for soda, can kickstart a healthier path for the liver and kidneys. Here's a question for you. What's one food from that avoid list you're ready to ditch? Or maybe you're already on the right track. Which healthy swap are you loving? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're curious about more, like foods that boost heart health for seniors and other biggie as we age, let me know. Want a deep dive video on that next? Just say the word and I'll make it happen. If this info hit home, don't miss out. Hit subscribe to catch every new video on elderly health. Share this with someone who needs it, a parent, grandparent, or friend. Aging doesn't have to mean declining. With the right choices, it can mean thriving. Let's keep the conversation going and the health flowing.